Hello and welcome to Estate Planning Weekly. I'm your host, Don Rolfe, the owner and founder of Northwest Legal Planning, an estate planning and probate law firm located in the Portland metropolitan area. And this is episode 8, and this week we are talking about the estate plan that you didn't know you have, the estate plan that you already have. And this is for all you folks who have not done any sort of formal estate planning. You don't have a will, you don't have a trust, you haven't put down anything in writing. Good news is someone else has already put it down in writing for you, and you do indeed have an estate plan. And that estate plan was promulgated, if you're here in Oregon, by the Oregon legislature and signed into law by a governor at some point in time. And essentially what that estate plan says is that, your spouse gets stuff. If you have a spouse, your children get stuff. If you have children, if you don't have either of those, your parents get stuff. If you don't have parents still after you're gone, your brothers and sisters get things, and so on and so forth down the line until, we're getting out to cousins and second cousins, however far we have to go to find natural heirs. The problem with this type of planning is it really leaves everything up to your family to determine, what should they do. Is a probate necessary? I'll tell you, in this case, if you do not have an estate plan put together, a probate will most definitely be necessary, unless you have a very small estate and you can have things passed by small estate affidavit. But it really kind of leaves things up in the air for your family, leaving it up to the probate code to determine what your estate plan is. Under this code also, if your family doesn't act because they don't know how to act, they don't know what they're supposed to do, it can get confusing for them. One of your creditors can step in and they could open up a probate, and they'd be the ones in charge of administering everything. And that's just not something that I would be comfortable with personally, and I doubt that a lot of people would be comfortable with having their creditors administering their estate. Also, it leaves all questions to a court to make that decision for you. So if there are questions as to heirship and who should inherit, who shouldn't, whether or not family is legitimate, that's all up to the court. And what could result is that the person that you would like to have inherit from you the least ends up inheriting the most. Also, if you have minor children and you haven't taken the necessary steps to name guardians, then that will be up to a judge to decide. Now, I'm not saying that judges, it kind of sounds like I'm saying that judges make bad decisions and we don't want to leave it up to a judge that's going to make a bad decision. That's not what I'm saying at all. What I'm saying is this is a person with a robe on who doesn't know you and is going to do what they think is in the best interest, but without all of the facts. So in the case of minor children and naming guardians, you're going to have family members petitioning, maybe cross-petitioning and fighting each other over guardianship of your children. But that judge will not have your knowledge of your children and your family to make the decision that you would have made. And, they'll just have to make their best decision based upon what, your family members put forth, not necessarily coming down with the same decision that you would have made. So rest assured, you do indeed have an estate plan. Unfortunately, it was one that was put together for you. And it's a one-size-fits-all type of deal. And I will tell you that in my practice, that just doesn't work. One size does not fit all. Everyone has different desires, wishes, different family dynamics. So if you do not have an estate plan that you've put together and you'd like to know more about it, cruise around my other videos, take a look, and if you'd like, visit my website, and you can schedule a free half-hour telephone or in-person consultation to talk about the options for you in replacing your statutory estate plan. If you like this video, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button or leave a comment. If you know someone who might be interested in this content, please share it with them. Until next week, have a great one. Thanks. Bye.